Okay, so in this video, let us discuss a problem on Codeforces. It's about number theory and GCD, and you can call it greedy also. But the approach I have used is more towards number theory only. So let us read the question. Bash has set out on a journey to become the greatest Pokemon master. To get his first Pokemon, he went to Professor Zulu's lab. Since Bash is Professor Zulu's favorite, so some stories given over here. But Zulu warns him that a group of K greater than 1 Pokemon with strengths S1, S2, Sk tend to fight with each other if GCD of S1, S2, Sk is 1. Bash, being smart, does not want his Pokemon to fight. He wants to maximize the number of Pokemon he can take from the lab. So basically, we are given an array, and that array contains integers which denote the strength of the Pokemon. We want to select maximum number of Pokemon such that the selected Pokemon have a strength. Those strengths should not have GCD 1. GCD of all the strengths should not be 1. So for example, this case, if I look at this case, then 2, 3, and 4. GCD of all these numbers is 1. So I should delete some element so that GCD doesn't become 1. If I delete 3, I'll get 2 and 4. So GCD of 2 and 4 is 2. So I can take these two. And you can try any other method, but that is the maximum. So you should choose 2 and 4. That is why the answer is 2. Maximum number of Pokemon we can take is 2. Similarly, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6 have GCD 3. All other numbers combined together or some other permutation, whatever you try to do, you will not get more than 3. So what is the basic concept? See, first of all, we need to understand we can always select one Pokemon for sure. Because whatever may be the GCD, we can select one for sure. Because if you select one Pokemon, then that Pokemon will not fight with itself. It is mentioned here. So worst case scenario, we can select at least one Pokemon. So let us equate M1, let that be like the maximum or whatever. So you'll equate M1 to 1. What am I doing over here? See, first of all, I'm checking if there is only one Pokemon. If there is only one Pokemon, then output is straight away 1. Otherwise, what should I do? See, I should take into account of some corner cases. Like what if all the strengths are 1? For example, let me open Paint. For example, there are 5 Pokemons with strength 1. Can you select any number of Pokemon such that GCD is not 1? Best case answer is you select only one Pokemon. Because if you select one Pokemon, GCD you cannot compare only because they say Pokemons won't fight with each other. So this is the corner case. When you solve this problem, you will have to keep into account of some corner cases. So for that corner case, this is the condition. In these kind of cases, the answer will always be 1. If all the strengths are equal to 1, the answer is always 1. Otherwise, what should we do? We should just factorize all the elements. I hope you know how to do factorization. This is root n method. very efficient method of factorizing. So basically I'm trying to factorize all the elements, and I am finding which is the factor that occurs maximum number of times. Try to find the factor which occurs maximum number of times and equate that number of times value to M1. For example, let us consider numbers like 2, 3, 15, 13 and 45. We can see here that 13 is prime, 2 is even. So 3, 15 and 45 will give me a GCD of 3. I hope you can understand. 3, 15, 45 will give GCD of 3. So at max we can select 3 Pokemon. But how did I get this 3? Factorize 2. What are the factors of 2 apart from 1 and apart from 1? Apart from 1, you have to include 2. So to include 2, I have used this. I have made use of map, and all the array elements I have put in the map. Basically, this map will give frequency of each array element and also frequency of every factor of every array element. So basically, I want all factors of 2 which are not equal to 1. So how many such factors are there? 1 only, which is 2. So factorize 3, factorize 15, factorize all these numbers and find the maximum occurrence of a factor. You have to just find maximum occurrence of a factor. So that's all was the problem. It was just, you have to just take care of some corner case like this. So when you solve it, you will also automatically understand. You might go wrong 4 or 5 times if you don't take care of these corner cases. That's all. Otherwise, it's simple only factorization. I hope you had a good revision of factorization. And basically, I've just used map here and nothing else is very special. But thanks for watching. Bye.